watching Parties Extra, brought to you by Party Galaxy. Kristen Brown and Amy Parrish are here from the Junior League to tell us about their new book, Goodnight OKC. Welcome, ladies.
Hi, thanks for having us.
Well, Kristen, I mean, it's going to be a bestseller. So.
Oh, you're so sweet. You're so sweet.
So tell us how you got started and tell us about Goodnight OKC.
Well, we just had a member of ours come to us with this great idea, and she shared it with us and asked, if we thought it would be something we could do for like a lasting legacy to our anniversary of 10 years spent in literacy.
And so graciously, Kristen thought it was a great idea, as did so many of our members. And so we went to work on how do you even start the process of writing a book? And we really learned a lot. The Junior League is a lot about training, volunteers and training opportunities. And we learned so much because the city is in such a renaissance right now. So how do we quantify that into about 32 pages? And we creatively collaborated in the text that you'll find, the book committee did here in the book. And then, of course, we were like, well, how do you bring these words to life? And that's when we were very fortunate that a past president of the Junior League, Margaret Hogue, she is also an illustrator, an art teacher at Heritage Hall here in Oklahoma City, and she donated her time and talent to bring the pictures to life. And I think you will just see in some of these are just amazing. The way that she did things is just phenomenal. And I think, Kristen, you'd agree that when Margaret stepped on board, that really started the momentum of the book becoming a reality.
Yeah.
And so many people have read Goodnight Moon, so this is, give us a little bit of what that says.
Sure.
Good night.
This is good night, yes. This is good night to Oklahoma City. So many great things, and it starts with the sun glows red, the day's growing late, it's time for good night in the Sooner State. And then the book goes through to highlight some of the great places in the community.
And this committee of how many? 2, 3?
Five.
Five
of us, yes.
Yes.
And you all met daily?
Daily, emailed, conference calls, you name it, we did it, and just kept on working. I mean,
and then we'd meet with the illustrator. If we might come up with a stanza of text that we were like, we're definitely going to do this. And so we'd meet with the illustrator, and Margaret would then take our words and bring us these amazing sketches. So she'd bring the sketch, and then after the sketch, she gave us the opportunity to approve it, which of course we loved it. And then she would put the color on the final sketches that then really brought it to life.
And I mean, the book is beautiful, but if you see her artwork in real life, is just amazing what she has done.
Well, okay, so are other leagues doing this?
There's a few other leagues that are doing this, and one of them was gracious to help us with this. So I'm sure others will follow suit, because this is just such a wonderful way to celebrate the community and all that the Junior League does in it.
So did you have sponsors?
We did. We were very gracious. After we had our illustrator, we were very fortunate to have a sustaining member in Christy Gaylord Everest and the E.L. Gaylord Foundation and Thelma Foundation that basically helped to underwrite the first printing of the book. And they did. And that was just such a gracious donation, which allowed us to really propel to the next level. And then at the front and back of the book, Helen, there are 6 companies that really stepped up, and these were our cityscape partners. And these are great long-term partners and businesses in the community that really helped us out by helping us with the operations of just launching a book and helping us support the Junior League. So we're thrilled to have them in this as a milestone for them as well.
You have the task of being chairman of this book for next year. So you're going to be planning like Mrs. Claus coming to read at Mistletoe Market, maybe? Or,
yes.
Or what?
Exactly. Well, we have a wonderful book co-chair, and we are going to be working on how to help the book really live in the community. So we have some great partners who are helping us, whether that's reading the book at different events that are going on in Oklahoma City throughout, whether that's maybe at the Saturdays with Santa downtown at Devon. Mrs. Claus will be reading the book. We're going to have a booth at September Fest at the Governor's Mansion, where we'll be reading
that'll be
it,
fun.
which will be so fun, and the book will be available for purchase. We'll have the books available at Mistletoe Market, and then a lot of our retailers are going to do different things when we go back to school, so you'll want to stay tuned for that, because we'll do some fun partnerships and events around going back to school with Goodnight OKC book.
Where can we get the book?
Gosh, so many great places. A few off the top of my head, and Kristen fill in Full Circle Books, On a Whim, Uptown Kids, Woody Candy Company, the Gaylord Pickens Museum, Marissa's Room in Edmond, the Floriste. The Floriste. There's people calling all the time. So the list is the Learning Tree.
Yeah.
Yes, the list is growing, and we have a lot of people. We're working to get books to all parts of the city. So Edmond, the south side of Oklahoma City, north side, some of the suburbs. So we look to have them all in our retail partners by hopefully the end of June.
It's a great book, you all.
Thank you.
It's great. We are so happy that you all had this great idea of writing a book to complete your literacy focus, and it's just precious. I know that Oklahoma City is happy to have it, and it's a keepsake for everyone visiting here too. Thanks for coming by to tell us about it, and good luck with your sales. Good night, OKC.